What is happening? Um, yeah, sitting on the set, and yeah, we'll see where the heck this goes. Don't really have anything to talk about in this base hang. Did want to talk about this past year, all the stuff that happened, what to expect coming from me in the next year, and all of that. So thank y'all for dropping in and checking out this base as much as possible. I try to keep it to where I could consistently do these and hang out with y'all, talk, and you know what I'm saying, see how y'all doing and stuff. But yeah, so what's up to everybody that's in here? I just happen to have drumsticks on the floor, so I picked it up. Um, Proper Skank, what's happening? Tom, what's going on? Thrashing, what's going on, Pat? Uh, Al Cleaver, AI Clever, I don't know. What's going on? What's going on, Ruben? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if we're playing drums today, Ruben. I just sat down and then set everything up, and then this is where I'm at. So at the very least, I'll be doing it from here and every once in a while. Yeah, haven't I haven't really played with these in a long time. Probably about maybe like a month or two and stuff. I'm not even sure how that's gonna sound. If it sounds good or not. Guess we can try. It don't sound too bad. Um, I'm using my Trace Elliott Elf, and don't sound too bad. It's better than I thought it would be. For the 808 though. Yeah. Anyway, so what's new with y'all, man? Anybody pick up a bass for Christmas? Talk about that. What was the Christmas gifts? Tom, go Seahawks. Go Raiders. But I mean, I don't really have a problem with y'all, so I guess your backdrop is dope. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a process to get to this. Uh, Crap. I'm just looking at it in the background. Yeah, this. There is one thing that's gonna bother me, so I need to go ahead and fix that before it ticks me off. Go ahead and fill in this gap right here because that's gonna bother me. And we are. All right, we golden. Yeah. Let's see. From Japan this week. Man, what time is it over there? I know you're just in your man cave, but it looks like you're chilling in the music store. Supporting the channel, but dude. Okay. Back at halftime. Cool. Ah, I don't know if I'm gonna be here for halftime. That's like 2 hours. At the most, I'll give you a hot 45. Let's see. The Sonic Cake. Hold up. What are you talking about? Thursday. Let's go back. Okay. I did. V10, congratulations. And a Rumble 800. It was a real good Christmas for you, Tom. Congratulations. I think you said that like last week. If I It sounds familiar. The Sonic Cake, and I did find one of my HG guitars. Cool. Monday morning, 10:15 a.m. rap. Okay. Well, konnichiwa. Anthony Vasquez, what's good? What's your take on onboard bass EQ versus amp EQs? I use both of them because I tend towards active basses, so I don't feel either way towards. I prefer to have uh, EQing on my bass, so I don't have to like turn around and try to dial it in on my amp. I like to set my amp flat and then do all the manipulation on my bass. That's what I like to do. Sometimes you can't permit that. You kind of have to set it up for what the amp can do with your cab combination and stuff like that. But I pretty much like to run everything at 12 o'clock. I run everything on my amp flat and then just mess with the master and gain if I want a little something different, a little different flavor or whatever. But most of my stuff I do actually is coming from me messing with my bass and stuff. So yeah, that microwave is gonna, let's just do that. Yeah, that's gonna bother me. All right. Let's see. Hopefully I answered your question, Anthony. I love this V10 better than my other high-end bass, than any other high-end bass I've ever owned. Cool. Congrats. Purple Sky, LOL. Crab, nice. Hello. Hello, the next to last day of the year. What's happening? What's happening? I can't even begin to say that I haven't watched enough anime to even. Yeah, morning. Leon from Chicago was up, chilling, chilling. Christmas was cool. I didn't I didn't go crazy with the gifts and stuff. So that was nice. Um yeah. Okay, cool. Your wife got you a five-string lyric. Congratulations, man. Let me know what you think about it. Am I singing tonight? Absolutely not. Thinking about picking up a SX five string in a month or so. Any pickup recommendations? I always say Seymour Duncan if you just got to do something because it may be a little bit pricey. If you kind of strap for cash, I would go with Wilkinson, but make sure you get the Al Nico 5 because you're gonna get the most dynamic range. It is gonna be a little bit harsher, but you can dial back your EQing to like compensate for it. But if you're trying to slap and stuff like that, and you want a really punchy, that's what I suggest. If you want more of a mellow tone, go with ceramics because they don't have as much response as far as that type of thing. But if I was gonna do it, I go Al Nico 5 and Wilkinson or Seymour Duncan. If you have the change for Seymour Duncan, go with that. They should be. It should be a drop in. Don't quote me. You may have to do some slight modification, but it should be a pretty close drop in, swap out replacement thing. I haven't I haven't had a chance to work with it yet on a. I don't have a five string SX. I have two six strings. I don't have a five string SX, and I didn't change the pickups on it. I just wait for the pickups. You can hot rod what you have, add more magnetism to them by adding neodymium magnets to the bottoms of it, and that should boost the output and give it a little bit more character. I'll say that. So I was just playing my bass for 2 hours straight until I learned this song. Cool, cool, cool. I'm practicing two songs from Megadeth and Metallica on bass for audition for a band. Cool. I got a friend recommended me as a bassist. Wish me luck. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. Okay, so, okay, time to watch the Seahawks stomp the Niners back at halftime, brother. Good luck. Yeah, I wish you all the luck in the world. What's your take on different bass strings? Round wound, flat wounds versus tape wounds. Um, Depends on the music that you play. I tend towards round wounds. I can't really remember if I ever played tape wounds, which I assume is like the intermediate between flat and round. That's what I that's what I assume. But if you like running like jazz stuff and you're not doing a lot of slapping, that may be the move. That may be the vibe. What I do remember is not being able to slide up and down the strings like I normally would on a round round wound string. I do remember that specifically. I was like, man, I wish I had like a glove like Scott Devine so I could just be like zip 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 because I was like my hands extremely sweaty, so I was sticking. All my stuff I was doing wasn't as fluid as I would normally, and I started thinking about it. That took me out of the zone while I was playing. But like the tones that came from it, it actually sounded really good. It came from it was on a P bass, and I think it was like a I'm trying to remember the brand. It was not a Fender for sure. I gotta think on that. I can't remember what brand it was. It was sweet. Like I dug it. I dug how it sounded. It was a P bass. I want to say it was like could have been an Allen Eden. I think that may have been it. I think it might have been an Allen Eden. Yeah, I think it might have been an Allen Eden. Yeah. Sorry for my English, not English natural speaker, so I'm from South America. Okay, cool. What's up, Bully from the shot? What's going on, Jerome? Whitaker's World, thank you. Appreciate it. Paul Smith, congrats. I'm glad you made it. Do you own any Warwick bases? Not at the moment, no. But with that sound in mind, knock on wood, I'll be coming out with a bass that has that vibe. It's gonna be shaped in a traditional shape like this right here, but the woods I'm going with, it should tend towards that Warwick, really tight, really punchy, really edgy sound. Um, it's gonna be my word until I could actually get my hands on a Bootsy Collins bass, and that's almost impossible to do. If I can get one, it would be a dream. Play on stage. I love that. I do so many fun videos with that thing, but as of yet, having a semi difficult time. I guess I could do it and then just wait like a year for it to ship over here, but oh my god, I think it costs like $1,000 to get it. I'm like, yeah. Let's see. So sorry. I wish I did own a Ward. I played a few thumbs and a Corvette, I think, double humbucker, and it was nice. Has like a the one I had kind of neck dove on me a little bit, but the body itself was sleek and it felt good under my arm and stuff. It was nice. I dig it. I like their style. What's the story on the green one? Are you talking about there's kind of a greenish one here. There's a greenish like teal one, and then there's an army green one right here. Which one are you talking about, Thrasher? What's your most expensive bass and what's your favorite bass? Favorite is a really fluid term for me because I'll just depends on what I feel like in the day. I could play anywhere from this M2 to this Glary bass. I think as far as money wise, like straight up spent on it, I'll probably say it might have to go to my P7. I think about it, it might. Yeah, as far as expensive goes, I think it's either going to be the P7 or the V7 Vintage. I think the P7 was like 550 or something like that at the time. And by favorite bass, I'm gonna assume if I like the one bass I just gotta have and I'll never get rid of it. It's gonna be the first bass I ever own, which is this black one right here. So if all the rest of these basses went away, I sold them off, I gave them away to people. The only one that I would for sure keep is my first bass because that it holds it's sentimental value, man. Like we've been through some things. I beat it to heck. It's reliced by me. Yeah. So that's the one I would keep. So that's why I'm saying my favorite. Now my go-to bass, it's a toss-up between this Allen Eden right here. Like I just swap. I just go in rotation. When I play at church, I usually play a 5 string. So I do the swap like this. If I'm just chilling and I want to just like look flashy, really nice, I'll go that one. Then behind that, I'll go the black M2, which is one I played this past. No, I didn't play it this Sunday. It's over there. It's actually here. So I go Allen Eden, this teal one here. I go that M2. Then I go this M2. And then I have a white P7 that I throw in there. And then behind that is this green one. They all sound good. It just depends on what I feel like at the time. So favorite bass is kind of up in the air. I like them all. Uh, Ones I'm still trying to put my love on and get a feel for is this Glary right here. It feels good. It sounds good, but there's some peculiar stuff about the tone controls. I'm kind of like it's different. It's weird. Uh, but feel, look, it's nice and it's relatively inexpensive, so anybody can get one. Yeah, if y'all watch this channel, y'all watching me now, y'all know the whole story. This one was 75. This one's 75. This one was 100 something, maybe 110. And then that one is also this P bass with the gold joint on it is also 75. And they're all on Glary website. Um, so every opportunity I get for somebody to actually like try the bass that actually sounds good, it's giggable. Like maybe with a setup, straight to the gig. Glare. Yeah. The messed up thing is I want to do a giveaway, but I like all of them. I like them for different reasons. Like this one, this jazz bass, it sounds dope. Comes with I got the Black Beauties on there, got the knobs, the personalization, and all that good stuff. I changed the pickup cover on this blue one, and that thing looks real good. I've never seen another bass with like a white, with like a straight up white pickup cover on it. And then I did the customization of this other bass right here live. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Rumbling Man, Allen. What's happening, bro? You are the man. No, I'm not. Something tells me you're going to be killing it in 2020. Just do me a favor and don't kill him too much. Hey, listen, I can't make any promises. Army Green. All right, so this bass was actually recommended to me by a viewer at the time. The bass cost $149, right? At the time, it's since the price has gone up, and they sold out of this particular bass, so I caught it at the right time. So, but this is a Hard Luck Kings bombshell bass, and this it's nice. Like it's got some customization stuff that's like unique to the bass and stuff like that. Let's talk about it. Bring her out. All right, uh, so cool stuff about this bass. If you look at it, inlays are actually like bombs, and that goes all the way down. Of course, I had to add this because it goes with the whole thing. and stuff like that. So these are actually like these inlays of bombs, Avalon. That's nice. Um, I swapped this out. This is an Ardare preamp. I stole this from my black bass. I sent that one back to passive. I just swapped them literally, and then put that one in here. Sounds real good. This came stock. This is stock. All the black hardware is stock. And the kicker is the neck itself is painted. Like, it's cool. So it feels like normal wood, but it's extremely smooth. Even when my hands get sweaty, it still glides really nice. I set it up to my liking, so it's good, man. So yeah, and this is a Hard Luck Kings bombshell bass. Their little symbol is on the back right here, which is pretty hard. Actually, it's pretty hard. And yeah, man, it's real good. I dig it. I like it a lot. Yep, yep, yep. So let's see what else y'all talking about in here. Hey, if y'all are watching this, go ahead hit the like button for me. I appreciate it when you do. All right. Tuned out for a moment to see if Beast Mode was back. Didn't see him. Have you ever been disappointed in the bass after making upgrades? Yeah, I have. Yeah, and the story behind that is actually my Raider bass. So originally, a lot of different electronics have been in this bass, and so for first off, it started off as a Squire Jaguar humbucker bass, and it was cool before. Like, it was all right. Like, it wasn't nothing special. It didn't really have that much tonal capability. So I swapped in. I bought a Aguilar OPB3 preamp and threw it in there, and it gave me more of a tone I was looking for. But I was like, I was chasing the Stingray tone. That's what I was chasing. Like, I'll spend the extra money on upgrades so I don't have to pay $2,000 to get this sound that I'm looking for. So I that preamp ended up failing on me. I don't know if I installed it wrong and then just shorted or something, because I was new to upgrading stuff. And yeah, that stopped working for me. So I scrapped that one and I put in a well, first off, I did the routing work to install an Aguilar Music Man pickup, and that sent it to the next level. Then the preamp failed on me, and then I had to buy another one. So I put an Ardare preamp in it. I think it was like a four or five band. I think it may have been a four band EQ. Uh, yeah, I put a four band in there, and it gave me what I was looking for, but it was extremely burpy, which is kind of what you want. But I was like, I'd like to use the bass more often, and I couldn't get past what the heck. I couldn't get past it. I wasn't good at EQing on my bass as far as the equipment I was using plus the bass itself. So um earlier this year, I decided, I was like, all I really need is just this pickup, and I can go with a P bass circuit in here. So I gutted the preamp that was in it, put it in a different bass, and then took the P bass circuit out of the bass that went in and put it into there. And it's giving me everything I want when I want it. So, like, if I don't want the burpiness, I just move my hand, because that's another trick that I learned later on down the road. Move my hand to take out some of the sharpness. Instead of playing right over the pickup, right by the bridge, I move my hand up to the front so it's a little bit softer, turn off the tone, and then run it like that. If I want to do some slap stuff, I still got it, tone back up, and then give it the onion. So that's some stuff that I learned later. But that's one bass, like a whole bunch of crap happened with that bass. Another one I ended up gutting was this one here. I took the preamp out of here, put it in the black and white bass, and then I transported that one into this bass. So this one is sitting here as a regular a, s- a passive circuit jazz bass with noiseless pickups in it. So that comes in handy. I picked that one up when I just want to, do something real quick. Or if I'm wearing blue that day, looks real good. So you have a very beautiful collection. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you still have your Talman Ibanez? I don't have the green one, but I do have a black one. Black one is over there, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's the second one. It's not the one with the green strap, it's the one next to it. I don't have the green one anymore. Somebody bought that one off of me after a gig. Like they were like, yo, I need that. Here's $500. You can buy this for like $3.99, like new. He's like, yeah, but I want to use that tomorrow. All right, sold it. Then bought that one. Yeah, I assumed you proper skank. I assumed you was talking about uh the green one. I have a gray P bass. Cool, cool. I got a few of those as well. I got my Swamp Ash P7 this week, and it's really sweet for sure. Thanks for the recommendation. You are very welcome. I'm glad you like it, man. Glad you like it. It's 2:33 a.m. here in Norway, and I was at. Dang, I'm talking way too much. What's going on, Martin? Uh, I think it's Miri. Joke. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Do you have a Music Man bass? No, I do not. How can I get a free bass guitar? You'd have to enter a sweepstakes that I don't have. Not currently doing one. Bully, what kind of pedal really brings a tone, slap sound full front? Um, you can always go with a compressor. You know what I'm saying? Uh, compressor usually does it. Really, it's just the EQing of either your amp or your bass that brings slap and makes it like actually stick out and stuff. So, um, and that's basically most cases. This the Smalley face EQ, boost bass, cut mid, boost treble. Um, Especially if you just have a passive bass. You know what I'm saying? So that's and then put your tone all the way up, or take your tone all the way. It just depends on what you trying to do or how you trying to sound. Give it the bit late. Had no internet for a while. Okay. Do you like to play fretless bass? I do like to play it as far as like getting ideas and stuff out, but I never play fretless on a gig. That's a lot of pressure, and you have to be exact. Like you got to know exactly what you're doing, or know how to compensate for where you think the note is. That's a lot of stuff that I'm not trying to think about. Considering in the past, usually I'm inebriated, and I don't want to be thinking that hard. Actually, what I used to do is I used to take a six string on my like my improv, like not gigs that I actually like have music scheduled, but like the jam sessions I go and do. Cypher 120. I take a six string bass and then stay in one area and it's just run whatever I'm doing in this one spot. So I don't have to think about nothing. Everything's exactly where it should be. All right, yep. Let's go up here, do a little something like this. Slide on up right here, do the same thing in a different octave, and then slide back on down back here. Do this. So, do I play differently? And really, each one of these basses forces me into a different headspace. So, do I need all of them? No, I don't. I like all of them. They all give me something different, and they all make me play a different way because they all feel different. So, yeah. So whenever, like, if I'm like, okay, so I did a creative. I think it's like a creative corner or creative. It was one of the videos I did like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. Um, y'all watch me come up with bass lines on the fly, put them to tracks, and it's only because I had those specific basses that those bass lines actually came out and stuff like that. So can I remember exactly what I was doing? No, I can't. Um, but they all forced me into a different headspace. They all forced me to do something. So the question comes out, can you hear the difference between a jazz bass and a P bass? Because I've had that question. Like if you listen to a track, can you tell whether one bass is the other? Like, can you tell if this was a P bass on this track versus a P bass on that track? And the answer is yes, you can, especially if you're doing slap, especially if you have a P bass. That sounds distinctly different than a jazz bass doing slap. So, um, would demonstrate it, but I'm not that good at slapping. I don't feel like getting into that right now. Uh, uh, uh. Do you recommend any fuzz or wah pedals? I would definitely recommend an envelope filter, especially if you're trying to play funky and stuff like that. If that's one pedal for sure, I would actually like recommend you look at, play around with envelope. It's just fun to. It's just fun, man. Now I do have a fuzz pedal that I really like. That was a gift, a birthday gift to me, and stuff. This one actually sounds really dope, really simple to use, and this is the envelope filter I use now. I used to have an MXR bass envelope filter, but somebody decided they needed it more than me, so it got jacked at a gig. And luckily, I had a friend who wasn't using their envelope filter. I think this is made for a guitar, and they were like, "Hey, if you want it, you can have it. I'm not using it." I was like, "Cool, let me get that forever." And they was like, "All right." So now I got an envelope filter, and it sounds real good. Like it's really straight. But I don't do pedals very often and stuff like that. I also do have a wah pedal, but I was soloing, man. I was doing way too much. I was doing way too much soloing. Let's hear that Music Man sub five. Man, you know what a sub five sounds like. Cool. Those are nice pedals. Appreciate it, Thrasher. Yep. And I think my sub isn't set up. Like I gotta revisit it because of the season change. So the wood, the neck may be weird. I think that's why I haven't really messed with it lately because I just want to get into it. I might as well. Shout out to Thrash and Yorkie for the strap. Still using it. Let's pull you out of here. And then right here. And then just a little something. I know you're not in tune. Okay. Put everything flat. Came down. Everything flat. Yeah, I gotta adjust it. Everything's too low. See? Yeah. the juice. Mm-mm-mm. Who is next? Let's see what you're talking about. Raider bass. So this is what I was talking about. I have the Aguilar. I think it's a 4GM pickup, and this is a P bass circuit. So basically, I just took a regular jazz bass thing, put a wrap on top of it, or just wrapped it with black tape, called it good, and yeah. So it's also used to be called my Frankenstein bass because that's basically piece. See, I still got the burpiness that I want, and if I dial back the tone. Out of practice. I don't know why I keep slapping. Anyway, so yeah, that I apologize for that. That sucked. Sorry about that. But yeah, so but I do enjoy bass. There's that one. Ah, la da da, la da dee. I think I'm okay. Leave it all alone. It was a little funky session. So let's see what y'all talking about. Like a Line 6 Mod Pro. Yeah. Do you like hardkey bass amps? I do. I like how simplistic they are. They're extremely easy. Like they don't have the mid frequency suite with the bass boost and the high frequency and the ultra low with the 7. Done. 100 watts. There you go. Yeah. And if it's good enough for Victor Wooten, it's good enough for everybody. Okay. I do like their products. I had a Hartkey bass cabinet that I have given to a church, as it were. I didn't have a need for it. I got this cabinet from a homeboy, and that bass cabinet was just basically just, hey, we're gonna throw this away. You want it? And I was like, okay, cool. So, yeah, it was a Transporter XL or something. It was 410s. Didn't have a tweeter in the middle. It was just 410s by itself. It was okay. It was the one that had like the aluminum cones whenever they were doing that. That was a real big thing then. So it was that. And yeah, I wasn't utilizing that bad boy. So the whole rig was this on bottom, that transporter on top, and then I was running off a Fender Rumble 500, which is a monstrous setup. Way too much for any church. Way too much. I had to take one down because I was stomping. Like I was stomping way too hard. Like it was like, hey man, you gotta, like, you shaking the windows. I was like, yeah. They was like, no. I was like, hey, yeah. No. Nah. So I had to take one of them down, and I just used that one as the you are welcome. Let's see. Can't. Tell your mom I said sorry, but that was funky. That was funky. It was. Yeah. I don't know where it came from. I normally do that joint, but I normally do that rhythm style. But that was the first time it actually like came together really nice. And it could have just been that bass. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. The cool thing about the Raider bass is the neck is extremely thin. Like it's like extremely thin. So if you have small hands, the Jaguar, y'all check them out. I don't recommend Fender basses. I don't recommend Squires, but that one is okay with me. I got that one. I think this was a it was a I think it was a birthday gift like 4 or 5 years ago. Wife bought it. She said she caught it for 99 bucks off of American Musical. It was a clearance or something. Got that. I was like, ooh, we out here. Hey, we are out here. Yeah. Actually wanted to actually add another uh Aguilar pickup to the front, right where the pick guard is, to have it be like a double humbucker or whatever. But I never got around to it, and trying to figure out how I was gonna set up the electronics, which wouldn't be hard, but then it was difficult. So I didn't even want to dabble in that world. But maybe an idea in the future if I get bored. Let's go ahead and put a preamp in it and throw another pickup in the front. See what it does. I've been taking lessons for the past 4 months now. Cool. I have a 5 string. Should I start taking lessons with that bass or stick with the 4 string? Whichever one you're comfortable with, man. That's just going to Leon. And congrats on taking lessons and trying to become better. Um, to get so you don't complicate what you know and what you're practicing, I would definitely keep grinding with the 4 string just to keep the extra string out the way. And once you get down to certain concepts and you get comfortable to a certain point, then you can get kind of lazy, lethargic, and add a 5 string to it so you don't have to move your hand up and down and stuff as much. That's what I would suggest. I would say keep on learning with the 4, because if you're good with a 4 string, you're good with a 5 string. Most The problem is most 5 string players end up using the B string as like a thumb rest most of the time. So um, I'm guilty of it from time to time, but I would be lost if I didn't have the B string as a reference, because all my music I play is I practice with a 5 string because of church and stuff. So uh, the same token, you add an extra string on the bottom, I may be lost too because I'm used to a certain neck width, and then I know where everything is based on what I practice with. So I would definitely suggest you get cold with the 4 string, and then once you get confident enough to be like, hey, I want to try this, bring it to a practice or bring it to a lesson, see how it does. But I would definitely hone since you're taking lessons, make sure you actually getting what they're teaching, and don't try to skip ahead because you may complicate things. You killing me, Doc. I don't even play bass. You killing me. uh, this is to you, Jerome. How'd you find my channel? That's how I want to know. What were you searching? And he's just like, hey, it's probably got funky in the title, something like that. Like, let's see what he's talking about. Which is the story of most people that meet. The guitar player was like playing really loud and you gave him the face. I was like, yeah, okay. Or they was like, yo, I came here because of the funk lessons or because of the slap lesson you did. Oh, all right, cool. Stuff like that. So if y'all are just joining, how did y'all find my channel? That is a question I'm asking everybody watching, all 32. How did y'all find this channel? Or 31, 30. people dropping in, dropping out. Like, I don't want you to be talking to me and stuff. While y'all do that, I'm gonna grab this glary right fast and see if anything's changed in my mind. Oh god, that's not good. That's not good at all. Actually, okay. Up here, it's extremely chunky, but it's the same. It feels like it's the same width all the way down the neck, and that's kind of nice that you have the same. That's pretty nice, man. Okay, let's see. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So Ruben, I was searching a review for the Rogue bass and I found yours. Cool. The giveaway bass. I can dig that. Just look on YouTube for a slap bass. Cool. Because you told me to watch your channel. that wasn't that wasn't towards you. That have you ever met him and I got to talk to him very briefly, like maybe a minute and stuff. I asked him about commissioned and stuff like that. Commission was a group he was with. And he played bass for him in a few songs or most songs. I don't know, but that was before he struck out on his own and had his own big, huge career, whatever, whatever. But many people stuff he was doing, he's nice. Other than that, not really. I haven't. There are people I really would love to meet. Of course, Marcus Miller. That would be dope to just be there with him. Victor Wooten, that same thing. Scott Divine, and like I put these are the top three people that I would like geek out if I actually met them. Scott Divine, um, Bootsy Collins over Scott Divine, and then Marlo DK because Marlo DK started me. He's that him and Max Proud are the reason why I'm like still YouTubing, not just like making videos and just sending them to my mom. Uh, yeah, they one person, Max Proud, he talks about his bases and stuff, and he's a revolving door of base acquisition. and he gives his review. Real cool, laid back dude. When he talks about basses, he obviously likes them. Um, and then the other cat, Marlo, he doesn't talk very much, but when he does, it's always giving knowledge, and he's extremely nasty on the scholastic tip, like utilizing like scales and stuff, mixing modes and coming up with grooves that I wouldn't even think about. And then like he would do the groove in a beat sequence and then play it slow so you can learn whatever lick he's doing. I was like, God, dog. So two, three. That's my three people that I like geek out for. Aside from the obvious, Marcus Miller, Victor Wooten. Yeah. Let's see. That annoying guitarist video switched me on. Okay. And I was looking for guys that play church gospel sound. Okay. I just saw you pop up in my stream. I was looking for bass guitar solo videos. All right, cool. All right, it's Terry. All right. Interesting. That usually doesn't happen. I'm not anybody big. Was watching reviews of Sire basses, but you got me with the amp plug. Okay, cool. Hey, Billy, do you ever play a bit of keyboard piano? Every once in a while. I'm not really good. I can play songs, but like me actually like playing, like trying to fill out music and learn stuff. No, not even. I'm dangerous enough to record some stuff, but it's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take. I'm like, no, 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 no. Okay, yeah, nope. Okay, yeah, nope, yeah, nope, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah, no, yeah. That's exactly how it's gonna be. So, yes and no, maybe. I was watching you unbox a bass, and your personality seemed likable. I appreciate it. Thank you. I found you. You had a video of it said it was a sad day, or you had some type of bad news, something like that. And I thought it was tragic. But then you talking about a bass. I didn't know that. I didn't know that video was going. I didn't even think on that lines, and I didn't know that video was going to do so well. I like put it up, and then I just like forgot about it. And I looked back. I was like, how many thousand views is this? And everybody's like, oh, I thought you was actually talking about something. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to clickbait nobody. What city am I in? Want to link up with you and get an interview for my TV network I'm creating here in Los Angeles. Wow, I'm in Tulsa. Hit me up. Interesting. I'm not nobody special, Terry. I'm just me. Your bass collection is starting to look like my guitar collection. That's true. It is. Y'all don't know, this particular person who's going to remain nameless, wink, wink, has like, you think this is something. I like multiply this by like at least 4. If I got a Guitar Center, this dude got the Walmart of Guitar Center. Like it's just his pedals alone is at least a brand new car. A brand new car. He opens up his closet. Pedals just fall out. Is it okay to still obey and making sure? Because if it is, I may steal some of yours. Take them. They're all public record. That's basically okay. These are the octaves that you go into, and I'm doing the same pattern. And you do it like you closing out something. So like, and I'm basically taking this minor, this thing is a major chord. I'm taking that shape, and I'm just basically so another one I do. I'm I'll give them away because you can use them. Go for it. So I take them right. Okay. And this note, it's the same as this note. Wait. I think that's right. I think that's right. Anyway, but yeah. Minor, major, full chord. So I've been playing with different finger positions, learning chords and stuff like that. One shape is this. Okay. You can invert it. Take. Then I usually follow it up with this. And that's. So that little groove I was doing earlier. Just run it down the neck. Same shape. Using a major scale. Just start it back over. Anyway, so yeah, so that's like 3 things. Y'all how about it? It's not like I was using it anyway. And to answer your question, Mike, is it okay to still bass riff? That's to each person, but I jack for people all the time and I don't ask. So thank you for asking, but take everything. You missed me, Doc. I thought somebody died. Nah, man. What's going on, Ryan? Welcome. You misled me, Doc. I thought somebody died. Listen, I'm sorry, bro. It's not my intention to mislead anything like that. I didn't even think on that lines that people would take it like a bass legend or somebody passed away. Nah, it's just one of my dreams kind of dimmed that day. That's actually why I haven't because I could have already bought the Music Man, but I'm foregoing that one so I can get my own signature bass. And 2020 will be the year for that. It's supposed to be this year, but taxes are coming up and I think I gotta pay. Might be able to write some of these off. Hopefully. Y'all pray for me. But until I know for sure, I am not messing around with this around. I'm saving just in case I gotta pay out of pocket and take that hit. But yeah. That's why it didn't happen in 2019. So 2020, maybe around my birthday or something, that should be the time where the unveiling of the bass, the BTK bass. Yes, or the prototype at least. Actually, it's a good name for it. I hope that you're the one, not you are the prototype. Great song, Andre 3000. You should check it out. Yeah. So back on that, let's talk about that. So ebony fingerboard, that's what I'm going for. Ebony fingerboard. It's gonna have a mixture of walnut and maple woods on the back of the neck to add strength. The headstock are gonna be the same color. I'm actually trying to figure out if I want to do like a veneer top and then put a veneer top on the headstock. I'm looking over like I got the base. Trying to decide whether I want to do that or if I want to do like some sexy sparkle situation with the then go like gold hardware, and I like gold. So the colors I'm playing around with are royal blue, obviously, not that blue, not exactly that blue or that blue. Uh, I don't know. I don't want to get a black base. I don't need another gray base. If y'all got some suggestions for colors, y'all let me know. So it's either I do like a blue burst with a quilted like a veneer top, like a maple top on that and the headstock, blue burst, or it's gonna be a heavily flaked solid color with gold hardware, all hip shot, all legit stuff, and it's gonna be 5P humbucker combination. That's my base. That's what I think it should be. That's for me. I'm going to love it. It's going to be phenomenal. Body wood will probably be alder. So, uh, yeah, I saw my man the specs. I kind of basically based it off of the RP7 I have and stuff. So it should be it should be 34 in scale, and it's not gonna have any fret markers on the neck itself. It's gonna be straight black, and then I'll have the dots along the top because that's basically what I use anyway. And should be a real good. So we're gonna see how that goes. Okay, I got here in time to see you dropping chords. Okay, I removed the third on pages just to clean up the sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could dig that. What's happening? What's happening? Hopefully, in a few years from now, we can jam together. That'd be dope. The ebony would be nice. Yeah, bro. Yeah, this has been thought out. It's very nice and keep me posted. It'd be real nice to have one of those in my collection. Man. Man. Who's making the BTK? It's a guy that I actually play at church with. He's real good. I think if you want to check him out, search. I think it's Archetype. Why am I looking for my phone and it's right here? Don't tell nobody I did that. It's either Archetype or Prospect. I'll put a link to his stuff in a post that I'll make after this because y'all should check out his work because he's nice. Like he's real good. And it's the stuff he uses. He has a contract with Seymour Duncan, so his exclusive stuff that he uses. Yeah. I'm excited for the whole situation. So if that one goes well, I'll backdoor with a 4-string version and I'll do I'm trying to do some stupid combinations like a P pickup in the middle, just like jazz pickups and then a P pickup, and it's all just volume, 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 tone up all the time. Just volume, volume, volume. Which ones you want to go with? This one or that one? Anyway, now, of course I wouldn't do that, but it would be cool. Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Owen? Can I get serial number 13? That means there's, I mean, I guess you could. I guess. It's no big secret there. We know you like go. I like that go hardware look. It's nice, man. You can't really beat it. 30 seconds. It just does something to me. Makes me happy. Yeah. I think so far, like one, one, two, three. I for sure have. There's at least 3 bases that got gold. I thought it was more than that. Black, black, black. Kind of blackish and gold. Kind of black, 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 black. Predominant running color is black with me, evidently. I didn't know that. Um, So heck, if it wasn't for my brother being an Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, I would go with the black flake and gold. But I don't want to hear his mouth, so I'm not gonna do that. Uh, but it would be dope if I had like white with like blue flakes in it. That'd be different, but then that'd be kind of flashy, kind of gaudy. I don't know if I can do that. So I think I might go with the blue, kind of like this, which is basically like that, and then throw a whole bunch of flakes in it. Maybe darker. Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta plan it out. I don't know exactly what I want. It's crazy. Have options. La la la. Midnight purple or navy blue. I can't do midnight purple because if my brother, who is a Q, sees that it's purple and gold, oh, I don't need them problems either. I don't need them problems. Yeah, you like, oh, you got the Q base out. Okay. Do a Prince thing right now. You doing that with the Prince? I like it. Okay. I don't need that. He'll never let me live it down. Gotta get sherbet orange and gold hardware or blend with blue knobs. How do I do that? Man, I want something that I can like play and not like feel like I'm standing out way too much. I feel like orange and even that green bass I had, that bad boy stood out like a sore thumb. And it was a nice bass. It felt great. I just I don't know. I don't know. Something I really got to reason out though. I know for sure I do not want a pick guard on it. So it's gonna be like the Allen Eden. It's gonna be like that one. But seafoam green, yellow. That's not me. Maybe like maybe I do like a white on the outside and then fade it to blue with the veneer top or the maple top. I don't know what you call the top. The maple top they put on stuff. That might be fire, but you gotta have to be extremely careful about how I do that because that can look real tacky, real easy. Maybe I could do it. Oh, that would actually be dope. Like, so what happened? But maybe I could like stain it black, like stain the top black, and then put like a white over it, or maybe like a candy blue over it. Candy blue would be fire. It'll kind of look like that, except it wouldn't have the burst on the outside. Mm. Or stain it blue and then spray white over it. I'm not gonna stain it white and then spray blue over it. That's gonna be weird. But yeah, let's see. Tiger Wood in the blue stain. I think I just all right. What do you think about Ibanez Black Eagle Bass? I've never played it, um, but Ibanez they usually come out with really good equipment. I've owned my first bass is an Ibanez. I've had multiple ones over the years. ATA, BTB, uh, the Geo six string when I was trying a six string for the first time in high school. Um, and then the 506 had the 506, the mahogany joint with the Bartolinis. So I never played that specific bass, but usually Ibanez they come out with really nice equipment just normally. Like they have that niche market on lock. With red pearl. Pearl. Pearl? Hmm. Hmm. Have a Mary Kay base. TK base. Nah. Checking in for the hang. Thanks for the recommendations for the Aggie TH 500, the SL 112. Appreciate it. For sure. Did you end up picking it up? That's the Chris Mancop. I think I said that right. Jazz P pickup and back to Jazz a triple pickup design. Blend either PJ or 2J tones. That'd be a cool idea. Man, I want to know. And all I want to know is when you get in that record deal. I'd like to know that too. I can't do Laker colors because my brother is a mega sci-fi and he'll never let me live it down. It's a fraternity, and I'm not in that fraternity. I am Phi Beta Sigma. We're blue and white, hence this base and all the other blue bases I have. I can't have him hold that over my head. I can't. The fact that I have this red base here is one of my friends who's in Kappa Alpha Psi. He looked at me, was like, "We were playing red bases now." Yeah, so I gotta be careful with the colors. Orange flake with black hardware. That might be cool. It's a little, it's a little flashy. Other than what I think I want. I don't know. Tar Heel blue flake with black hardware. That might actually be fire. That idea sounds cool. Tar Heel blue flake with black hardware. Blue to white burst on maple cap body matching burst headstock. Blue white burst. I kind of dig it. These are all things I have to see. How about black with a blue burst in the center? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. That's what this base basically is. But I already have that there, so I don't want to double do it. You know what I'm saying? And it already has gold hardware, so I don't want to be using that over again. I don't know, man. So I got half of mine to just murder everything out, just black, everything, just flat black, black hardware, everything black. uh, which might actually be hard. Actually, put in an order for the BBC 112. I know you have a BBC cabinet. What's your opinion on the brand? Really good. It's um, it's held the test of time very, very well. Um, Only thing that I did was because I was slapping excessively and at loud decibels, I blew a tweeter, but I hit them up and they saw me another one. Haven't had any problems since. Uh, Simple plug and play, plug one, plug it back in. It's a monster. I used to play with the Rumble 500, and cats would be like, "Bro, I need you to bring like the 4A cabinet you have, because you be running the stage if you the big the red box you got." Because I used to sit on it, and it basically plants itself in the stage, and then it's firing out of all sides. So everybody on the stage is feeling this bass that I got for them. So I like it. Uh, for these amps, well, I normally would gig with the Elf for the little small thing I was doing, the little coffee shop situation. So I put the Elf, which is 200 watts and a 4 ohms, and I would play with that one. The tone hammer doesn't really sound as good, like tonally. It's just they clash. But the Fender actually sounded pretty good with it. The Raidmar 750 sounded pretty good with it. It added that joint to it. A lot of cats that have the BBC cabinet, the boom bass cabinet, they usually run like Bagheera, either the MOSFET or the tube version for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that's usually what they do. I was actually, I don't have a need for it, but I was thinking about picking up a Thinking about picking up a heart key amp, like a 500, just to have it. So if I go and do a gig, I have something that's in between. So I got 200 watts on top, and then there's 350 and 4 ohms through the Aguilar. And I want something that can like bridge the gap and like be a loud amp and not cost me a lot of bread. So I think I might end up going with the Fender Rumble 500 if I can find one, or I might hit up GK and give me like a 700 RB. I don't need the 1000. Oh, but that 1001 though, forgot about that. That sounded so good. That might be what I do. Either 700 or 1001 RB. If I can catch a deal on it, GK, Galen Kruger. Dream setup. If I can get, I'll go. I got two. So it would be Galen Kruger 1001 RB with 412s to go in here. Okay, so I can bass real loud. Or I go Aguilar and then go two 12s, two SL 112 cabs with the Tone Hammer 500. That would be the dream setup. But with this, I can settle for a 212 with a tweeter and I'll be just as happy and stuff like that. But one day, one day I shall own the GK 412. I have no reason to own it, but I want it. And I'm going to sit on top of it and do a whole video just doing funky stuff with it. And it's going to be phenomenal. One day. Sorry, Mama said funky again. Make the whole thing go. That's way too much. That's talking way too loud. I like it. You can match the blue and yellow with pearl. Mm, maybe doing a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm not that. I don't think I'm that flashy. I don't think I can pull that off. That's annoying. Like it's. I don't know. Yeah, I picked it up. Yeah, you got my last name right too. Cool. I was gonna go with the two tens recommendations for the SL 112s. One out due to weight. Not time to practice. I could dig that. Go for it. You ever use a Kemper profiler? No, I haven't. Don't know what that is. I might be able to use it for bass if I get some 15 front FR speakers. I don't know what that means. That's a 1001 RB2. I think, did I have a 2 or a 3? I don't know if it was a 2. I can't remember. But the 1001, you know what I'm talking about though. Headroom for days, just kind of heavy. It is kind of heavy, but I wouldn't be moving it. It'd be sitting on that 412, so it won't shake off. That's what I'm saying. But that may be a little bit too much power, especially with the bi-amp capability. The bi-amp capability though, oh my God, man. Y'all just hopped in this. What we talking about? It's talking about dream setups. The bass that's my signature bass is supposed to be coming out next year, hopefully mid-year. I haven't started the process to get it made yet. I still got to file down all the specifics. Is what I want on my bass, other than ebony fingerboard, walnut and mahogany neck, uh, alder body, P pickup, humbucker. What color is it gonna be? Gold hardware for sure. That's happening. But just those other things. You know what I'm saying? And what do I want the price point to be? And that may not even be up to me because he's a one-man operation doing everything. So he may say baseline across the top. This is what it costs, and they can add from there. I'm like, hey. But yeah, what? No basement tube amp. No Ampeg SBT Aguilar would be sweet. It is sweet, man. It sounds real good. Basement and Ampeg, you already know why I say no. Because tubes terrify me and the SBT is too effing heavy. But I will sub in a Bassman 300 or Bassman 800, as it were. I think that's the hybrid where they do the tubes and the steady state because they sound real good. Yeah, Tubes scare the heck out of me though, especially because they can like blow up and set your house on fire. No, I don't have time for that. Steady state, baby. Steady state. Jump scares me. I'm good. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all chopping it up. Y'all chopping it up. I'm just saying, Thrash. I'm just saying, all silver. That might be cool. You build it, I'll buy it. Word. Hey, it's gonna be if I get it built, it's gonna be dope. Like it's gonna be everything I would want, and maybe you would want that same thing too. But yes, because I love how a humbucker sounds, and I love how a P bass sounds, and both of those they don't hum if I solo them. That's a win-win. Like go full P bass. I can give you some of that good loving. Then I go want to slap the face off of you. Then music band, take it, bam, bam, bam. Or run them both, and now I got fat butt, real tight in the waist though. Yeah. Sorry, mama. Let me check see who's all in here, because if she calls me and I talking about fat butt, I'm in trouble. Uh, but thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Royal blue and navy blue. Where are you coming up with these combinations? Royal blue or navy blue with red pearl over it isn't too visible, but you need a little gold to make it pop. That actually does sound pretty. Mm, decisions. What about the bass block 800 watt? That's I like it. I like. I actually got to play one. It was different to like dial it in and stuff. But once I got how stuff was working and where the EQs were peaking and all that, yeah, I was like slap tone, Feel every piece of what I got for you. Yep. Okay, the funk now. Mm. Oh yeah, we out here. Yeah. So I like it, and it's just mentally it's different. It's because you normally see bass, mid, treble, and that's kind of where you see the graph, but they're calling it different stuff, and it's a little strange. It just takes some getting used to, but it's really strong and it's a really good amp. Do you plan on showing us the church you're playing at and the band? I I said this in a few videos. Wherever I would set y'all up, like if I was to try to record a service or so, it wouldn't be successful because if I put you on stage, it's a dead zone. And we don't have amps on stage. We basically play through the house with I have a Sans amp and that goes out to the PA system. And on the stage, it's a dead zone. So what y'all would hear, it would sound like trash, and I wouldn't want to record that and put that out. So, and I can't just put a camera out in the middle of the church for somebody to knock over or steal, worst case scenario. So, I mean, that's kind of like, and now that's kind of like a no. It was easy in my last church because I could just set up a camera on top of my amp and you hear everything I'm doing, or set it up on top of the organ on the top there with a little tripod and you can hear everything that's going on. Or even set up a camera and face it to the pit. Did that too. There was a lot less traffic going through there. It was a lot smaller setting. So I don't know. Unless I figure out a way to make it happen, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that. Well, look, you've already sold two of them before they're even available. Sweet. That's cool. I don't think I'm gonna be getting any kickback. Hopefully, if I do get a kickback, that's another base he can make for me free because I'm sending traffic his way. So hopefully, y'all buy it up. It's gonna be dope though. It's gonna be dope. First, the signature base. Then I look forward to the storefront giant picture of you outside Guitar Center. That would be dope. I take pictures by it every day. Like do for the kid. Uh, yeah, yeah. That's even for that dream to even be remotely possible. I'd have to like be bigger than Davey 504. Everybody on here knows who Davey 504 is, and I don't see that happening, dude. Like I don't. This isn't my job. This is something I do for fun. So uh, that idea sounds cool. Probably never happen unless I put a picture outside the Guitar Center, just myself like, bloop, do 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 for the kid. That would be my theme song, by the way. Yeah. All right. So it is getting late, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this because I gotta go to Walmart to get some Diet Sunkist so I can meal prep for the week. And thank y'all for dropping by. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Hopefully, it wasn't too boring. Had some pretty good conversations and stuff. Um, you need to have a summer jam barbecue session. I dig that idea. I like food and summer and jamming. Sounds good. What's up, Billy? Mm, Bully. Close though. God bless and happy holidays to you and your family. Do you play key bass? No, I do not. Happy holidays to you. Wish I could. I can't. Have a Photoshop, some glue I can make happen. Bully bass guitars. If this don't bring the funk, it wasn't invented. That's a good slogan. I dig it. I dig it. That's a nice little slogan. I can dig that. But yeah, so I will hit y'all up. Hopefully, I'll be dropping some videos this week. I'll be off from work a few days a week, so concepts and covers and all that stuff is possible. Uh, looking forward to everything. Looking forward to everything that's coming in 2020. I don't know what that entails. I didn't know I'd be at 20,000 subscribers. I look back at the analytics and I picked up like 9,000 subscribers just this year. And that's completely amazing to me. So I'm looking forward to, God say the same, doubling that next year, making more content, making y'all happy, giving y'all help, relearning, growing, getting better together. So thank each and every one of y'all for watching. I'm going to check this one last time and then I'm going to sign off. Dude, you're a great musician. There's nothing. Born. Have a prosperous new year. Thank you, man. Have a good night. Chat with you later. Take it easy, Pat. Y'all take it easy. Or be easy. Whichever one.